Welcome dear students. Let me introduce myself. I am Santosh Kumar Jain, lecturer in commerce working at St. Joseph Junior College. I take this privilege to explain you the chapter, that is the topic, bank reconciliation statement. It's a very interesting topic, and this is all about how the difference between your cash book and passbook has to be reconciled. So dear students, if you see on the screen, I wrote the name of the chapter, Bank Reconciliation Statement. And here, first are the models for you, like different models for the problems which will be given in the question, that is in the exam or whatever. So here, if you see the problem models, we have basically 5 categories of problem, but this year for you all only the debit balance of cash book and the credit balance of passbook are given. Of course, if you know one pattern, you will be able to understand all other patterns. Very easy way I am going to explain you. So first and foremost, we are supposed to know what do we mean by a bank reconciliation statement. We all know that every business organization, it maintains the account in the bank. It has to maintain account in the bank, in fact. And when we maintain an account in the bank, we do the transaction with the bank. The purpose of maintaining the account is to do the transactions. Like there are many transactions which we do with the check. And those checks are to be deposited in the bank, or through the check, the money is to be withdrawn. All these activities we do with the bank. And apart from that, we know in the present day context, bank, they also render variety of agency services. Like on behalf of the customer, on behalf of account holder, they provide certain agency functions like payment of insurance and so on, dear. So generally what happens, whenever we deposit the money in bank, or when we withdraw the money from bank, or on your behalf when the banker is doing some activity, the transactions must be recorded in the cash book, in the passbook and all. But due to the time gap, generally due to the difference between the time, we or the bank may not be able to record. Thereby, there will be the difference between the cash book balance and your passbook balance. So, the account holder, it is none of the business of the bank. Do keep in mind. It is all the account holder who is going to prepare a statement to find the differences. Why there is difference between the balance as per the cash book and the passbook. So, a bank reconciliation statement, it is nowhere an account. Please keep in mind, it is a statement prepared by the account holder on a particular date to reconcile, in the sense to find out the difference between the balance as per the cash book and the passbook. Then, what do we mean by bank statement? So, you know, whenever you open an account, the banker will give you the passbook, and that passbook will be with us, and the same copy of the passbook will be with the banker, and that we call as the bank statement. So whatever entries are there in the bank statement, they are supposed to be even in the passbook. But generally what happens, generally we may not be able to carry the passbook to the bank when we go, because of the reason we may forget, or we may be in hurry burry and so on. Thereby the difference will come. So what is passbook? Passbook is nothing but the bank statement you call, in which we have the account, in the sense all the transactions of the account holder. Then comes the subject called, what do we mean by the favorable balance of cash book? Dear students, you have learned single column cash book, double column, triple column and all. So you know cash book is a book which is maintained by the business organization to record their cash transactions. Whereas in 3-column cash book, we said that it is the cash book which we maintain for recording cash transactions as well as the transactions done with the bank. That is in the bank column. So it's simple to understand is cash book is a real account which shows debit balance. And that debit balance here, it refers to the surplus amount which is lying in the bank. In the sense you have enough deposits in your bank. Thereby, the difference between, we can say the difference between the debit side and credit side of bank column, we can call it as the balance, that is favorable balance or debit balance. Then comes the next here, favorable balance of passbook. As I told you, passbook is a bank statement which is kept with the bank. So, the opposite of cash book is your passbook. So, when there is difference between credit side and debit side, that is your credit balance is more. What do you mean by credit balance here? Credit balance in the passbook means deposits, dear. When your deposits are more than withdrawals, then we call it that there is favorable balance as per passbook or credit balance as per passbook. So these keywords, if you are able to understand, you will be able to do the BRS in a very simple manner. Then unfavorable, it becomes in a vice versa. What do you mean by unfavorable balance here? Here, when we have withdrawn excess amount, when we take out more money than our deposits, we call that there is unfavorable balance, which is also called as overdraft. And overdraft, you know, is a situation where account holders are allowed to take money more than the amount which is available in their account. So, these are the basic terms. Now, let us move into the subject like why there is difference between the cash book and the passbook. What is the reason? What makes the difference between the cash book balance and the passbook balance? So, here are the various reasons, dear, which makes the balance of cash book to be different from the balance of passbook. If you see the first one, it is check issued but not presented for payment. We are issuing check. Let me say we give check to Mr. Prasad. We are giving check to Mr. Prasad. So where we are going to enter in our cash book? We are going to enter it on the payment side. You just recollect the postings what you made in the 3-column cash book. You will be able to understand very easily. We are issuing check to Mr. Prasad, I told. So in the cash book, that is in the 3-column cash book you'll write on the credit side by Prasad. In the sense, we have recorded in our book, that is in the cash book. But when the banker will come to know, the banker will come to know only if Prasad is going to bank and if he is giving the check to the banker. That time he is going to record in his bank statement, that is whatever statement he has. The entry will come only when the checks are presented. But here we are telling the checks are not presented. So what will happen? Since we issued in our cash book, our balance will be less. Whereas he has not gone to bank and he has taken out the money, thereby in the passbook, bank balance is showing more. There is difference. Like the check deposited but not cleared. We have deposited a check. We have deposited a check. Let me say someone gave. Let me say Mr. Kalp gave you one check. What you did with the check? You have received the check and you have kept it with you. You have not deposited. Or let me say you have deposited in the bank, but it is not cleared. So again what happens? There is difference between the balance of the cash book and the passbook. Like that, interest is allowed by bank. Very carefully. Interest is allowed by bank. You know banks, they allow interest on the deposits what we have. That is on the savings account or your fixed deposit, whatever you have done. So the banker gave you the interest. And what happened? Once the interest is allowed by bank, the bank will credit your account. In the sense, it is something like deposit. So where the entry is, the entry will be in the passbook, that is in the bank statement. Whereas we don't know in our cash book when they allowed. When we'll go to bank, when we'll update our passbook, that time we'll come to know that the banker has allowed interest. Thereby what happened? In our cash book, the balance is less. In the passbook, the balance is more. Like that, interest and expenses charged by bank. As I told you, bank, they give you some services. For that, they charge expense called bank charges we call. Similarly, interest. You have overdrawn the money. That is, you have taken excess money. So you have to pay interest to the bank. So what the banker will do? They will debit your account. They are going to debit your account. That is, they will show as withdrawal. Again, there will be difference. Like the dividend collected, interest collected by the bank. Anything collected by the bank that we are going to record, that is, the banker is going to record on the credit side of the passbook. Like that, these are the differences. These are the main reasons why there is difference between the cash book and the passbook. Now, how we are going to do the reconciliation, that we are going to learn. So, dear students, these are the common frequent items which causes the difference or the difference between the cash book balance and the passbook balance. Now, if you look here, see, I have given you the pro forma. I have given you the pro forma, when to minus, what to minus, how to minus, so that we can do the solution. So, as I gave you the 4 patterns of question, of course I gave 5, but 4 are there. So, first one you see, they'll give you in the question the debit balance of cash book. Keep in mind, when they give you the debit balance of cash book, or if they say credit balance as per passbook, okay, when they give you debit balance of cash book or credit balance of passbook, passbook is not printed here, okay, passbook it is, keep in mind. Then how we are going to do, what we are going to subtract, what we are going to add, here is the statement. Similarly, when they give credit balance of cash book or debit balance of passbook, this is the most important tool I can say for you, which will guide you, which will help you to do the problem. Please, every one of you, make a copy of it in your notebook, which is very, very essential. There are so many methods. Some of them, they keep the hands. They say this book is increasing, this book is decreasing. They'll do all the dance, Bharatanatyam and all here. No, it's very simple. Which item where we are going to post. Only thing is you need to know which balance is given. Okay. If they give you the debit balance of cash book, debit balance is also called as favorable balance. You can see on the top I wrote here. Debit balance as per cash book or credit balance as per passbook means favorable balance. Then credit balance of cash book, debit balance of passbook means unfavorable balance or overdraft. In a very clear manner I gave. So, if they give you the first situation, then your working format is like this. So, you can see cash book, bank column I wrote. In the sense, we are concerned with the bank column. 3-column cash book, you just recollect in your mind. Then passbook, otherwise called statement. So, in cash book, 2 sides we have, debit side, credit side. Debit side is receipts, credit side is payment. Passbook has 2 sides, withdrawal, deposits. So, whenever you are given with the debit balance of cash book, all those transactions which are going to come on receipt side and withdrawal side, you are going to minus. Whereas, all those transactions which comes on payment side and your deposit side, you are going to add. And vice versa. When they give you the second model, that is second case, credit balance of cash book or debit balance of passbook, then you will reverse it. Whatever transactions are coming on receipt side, you will add, withdrawals you will add, payment side and deposit side transactions you will minus. Now I am going to show you the transactions which comes on which side. Okay, you can see now the next slide. I have made for you cash book, receipt side, payment side. You can see I wrote all the transactions. Okay, now on receipt side, which transactions are recorded? Then check deposited but not collected. Whenever they give you the transaction called check deposited, not yet collected, you should say it comes in the cash book receipt side. Plus or minus depends on the situation, that we'll see later. Then if they give you the transaction called undercasting of debit side of cash book, undercasting of debit side of cash book, or overcasting of credit side of cash book. Okay, then if they give debit balance brought forward and entered on credit side, in the sense wrong posting we did, then we have to write on debit side with amount, double amount. For example, 100 rupees, so make it 200 rupees. Then similarly, checks deposited wrongly credited in cash book. Checks are deposited. Okay, deposit means they should come on debit side, but wrongly we wrote on credit side, that is payment side. That too also will bring on the debit side with double amount. Like that, these are the common. Of course, dear, for your standard, the first one is important. Usually those which I wrote in color, blue color and red color, of course they are for degree level, but let us learn. Then what are the transactions which will come on payment side? Whenever they say check issued but not presented for payment, you can say that transaction will come on payment side. Then overcasting the debit side of cash book, undercasting the credit side of cash book, credit balance brought forward and entered on debit side. Here whatever we wrote, the opposite of here it comes here. Here deposit, here issued. Undercasting the debit side, overcasting the debit side. Overcasting credit side, undercasting credit side. Like that, these are the common transactions which are coming in the cash book on receipt side and payment side. Same thing we are going to follow to do the problems. That is when we'll do the solution. So please make a note of it, vice versa when you are listening. Cash book, receipt side these items, payment side these items. In the question itself, the answer will be there. You can see now. So these are the cash book transactions. Then what comes in the passbook on the withdrawal side and deposit side? Passbook. Withdrawal means debit side, deposits means credit side. So in passbook, what comes on withdrawal side? In the sense debit side. Then the bank charges debited in passbook, direct payments made by the bank on behalf of customers. As I told you, agency function. So if the banker is paying rent, house rent, telephone bill, insurance premium, anything paid on behalf of the customer, account holder will come in withdrawals. Like that, interest on overdraft. Interest on overdraft. Or if you have taken any loan, and that if the banker charges interest, that will come on the withdrawal side. Similarly, on deposit side, what are the transactions we are recording? Interest allowed by the bank. Allowed by the bank. Then any direct deposit made by the customer, that is direct deposits the customer made into your account, or anything collected by the bank like interest on investment, dividend collected, anything let the bank collect, it will come on the deposit side. So these are the common transactions which are going to come and we have to post it. So again, I am going back for you all dear. You can see here. Now, again I am coming to explain you the same thing. You might have understood now. Cash book, bank column, receipt, payment. So, on receipt side, which items will come? For example, check deposited. Quietly, when you do the solution, you should go and write on the receipt side. Then science will decide based on the balance given. Like that, whatever the problem is given, the item will remain there only. It is not going to change its position. If a transaction is for check deposited, it will be always in the receipt column. But plus minus, that is whether we have to add or subtract, depends on the balance given. Okay, so this you can see once again correctly. So keep in mind, if they give you cash balance, favorable balance, then all the receipts should be subtracted, payment side transaction should be added, while withdrawal side should be subtracted, deposit side should be added. Similarly, in cash book, that is when they give you the credit balance of cash book, which is also called overdraft balance, then receipt side items will be added, payment side will be subtracted. Now, sir, to what we add, what we subtract? Nothing but to the balance what they are going to give here. So, you can see here, again, same transactions, once again I am showing. Then, you see here we have the problems. These problems I am going to teach you in the next session. So let me explain the question here. Then in the next session we are going to do the solutions. So first question I brought for you. Prepare bank reconciliation statement of Sanket from the following data as on 31st March. Now see what they gave. Balance as per cash book. They gave you balance as per cash book, means they gave you the balance of cash book, and based on the cash book you have to find out the passbook balance. So how much cash book balance they gave? Some 12,500. Now you see here the transactions what I have shown you. Check issued but not presented for payment. In the question itself there will be answer. Payment. Nothing but cash book payment side. Check issued, not presented. How much? 900. Whether to add or minus, it depends on what I told, the circumstance given. So here we are given with the balance as per cash book. So we know the sign, receipts minus, payments plus, withdrawal minus, deposit plus. When I'll teach you the solution, I'll teach you again. Then check deposited but not collected. Check deposited. We know check deposited comes on which side? It comes on the receipt side of cash book. Then bank paid insurance premium. Who paid? Bank. In the sense, in the passbook, there is an entry for insurance premium. Anything paid by bank is withdrawal. Keep in mind, anything paid by bank is withdrawal. Then direct deposit by customer. In the sense, in the cash book, in the passbook, on credit side, we have deposits. Then interest on investment collected by who again? Bank. Again bank statement, nothing but passbook. Collected is credit side. Like that, there are so many ways to understand the concept. So you can see these are the common transactions. Then bank charges recorded in passbook. So already I have given you the picture of these transactions. You can see, compare, you will be able to understand. So see here, passbook, bank charges, quietly on debit side, that's it. Now you see, this was the first question. Now similarly, if you see the second question, again I gave, prepare a bank reconciliation statement. Which balance again? They gave you cash book balance. Means favorable cash book. Again you see, check issued not presented. Check of 16,000 was deposited and returned, dishonored. Interest on investment collected, but no entry found. Bank charges. Like this, these are the common transactions. So we know where the position is, how to do it. So two problems I took for cash book purpose. Then if you see the third question here, I have taken with passbook. Passbook of a trader shows a balance of 12,600. Passbook. So they gave you passbook balance. We have to come to cash book balance. Like that again they give check deposited not collected, check issued not presented, bank charges, bank paid insurance. You see the transactions will be same. It's very easy, I'm telling you, to do BRS without any confusion if you follow the method what I am going to show. So third problem. Then you see the fourth problem. Again, I took one passbook only. Okay. So 2 cash book problems and 2 passbook problems I took. Favorable balance. Of course, I told you this year overdraft is not there, but still one problem of overdraft also we are going to solve. So you can see the fifth question. Here, bank overdraft as per cash book I took. Overdraft is given. So it will become just similar to the passbook model. So again, you can see the transactions, same transactions are there, sir. Just analyze the the screen, you'll see the same question. Then see the sixth question. I took overdraft as per passbook. If you are able to catch this point, dear students, which balance is given, I'm telling you, you will be the masters in BRS. That much assurance I give. So these are the 6 questions which I'm going to solve for you all in the next session. But in this session, again, I'm going back to show you the table what I have prepared for passbook and cash book. It's a humble request, my dear students, to focus on these transactions because this is only the theme of BRS. So withdrawal side, which items come? Deposit side, which item comes? You can make a note. Then cash book, which item on receipt side, which item on payment side. Then which items to be added, which items to be subtracted. This is the theme. This from here till the passbook items what I gave. If you make a note, you will be able to solve the problems very easily. So just you can see once again, these are the reasons which I have recorded in the cash book, passbook, which side, how you can see here. 10 marks compulsory question for exam you can expect. Thereby, we need to be very careful while doing the problems. So again, you may be thinking why sir is focusing on this. This science you have to understand. When the debit balance of cash book is given, how we are going to put the sign. This will be the working notes. This is going to be the working notes. This also will make as working notes. Those items, after making working notes, we are going to post these items. Then passbook side. Together I'll show you how to do. Then here are the questions which I have picked up from the textbook only. So when you attend tomorrow's session, please do keep your textbooks with you. You can see, you can search and keep. Anyhow, I'll be telling tomorrow again. Question number 2, SV Traders question. Question number 3 is with the passbook. 1 and 2 with the cash book I took. 3 and 4 with the passbook. 4 also with passbook. Of course, 5 and 6 I took with the overdraft for understanding purpose. So having said this, dear students, we'll meet in tomorrow's class with how to solve the problems. So tomorrow when you attend the class, these 6 problems you can see we are going to solve. So please keep your textbooks with you so that it will be easy for us to focus on the problems. Have a nice day. Have a great day. Do the thorough revision for your BRS chapter. Thank you, dear students.